Now, let's get straight to it. I think a lot of times when we talk about dating and women, specifically women's dating choices, I think we just dismiss the people that they pick as, oh, you picked the wrong guys. Oh, why'd you pick them? I don't think a lot of guys even really maybe even understand the, I don't want to say importance, it's not importance, the influence of the street guys in the dating market. Um, First of all, let's just be right. Like, okay, I gotta say this. Most men, and if you're a man listen to this and you don't know this, you're gonna know this right now. Social media does not represent who women are. You see a lot of stupid, like if women were really actually like what you see on social media, the world would be like, it would be like ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people, even the people you see, aren't as disagreeable as they try to make it seem. That's why a lot of them have kids. You didn't just pop a kid out of nowhere. Like, you were with someone. But these, you know what I'm saying? So the internet is not reality when it comes to the dating market. And men know that. And if you, like I said, if you didn't know that as a man, you know it now. Trust me. So you got to know that. However, there is a lot of women who do date street guys. You know what I'm saying? Hustler guys, illegal money guys. This is a reality. Like, even if you look at things like um it's complicated and shows like that, where they ask, or do you want to date a 9 to 5 guy or a scammer guy? A lot of them say the scammer guy. You know what I mean? And it's not just the money thing. It is really, but it's a couple different factors. First, the money. I remember asking. Let me say this first. Let me say this first. We, if you look at like the popular dating shows, like even when Kevin was alive, and like the Kendra shows, like, it's kind of taboo to even discuss. You know what I'm saying? They don't talk about that. Like, Kevin wouldn't even touch it at all, and Kendra, like, if it comes up, like if a guy calls and he don't really got a job, but you know what his job is, they don't really, you know what I mean, discuss it or talk about it. Why? But see, here's the thing about it. A lot of guys who are street dudes, guys who are not street dudes, would consider them simps. A lot of street guys are simps by another guy's standards, but it's really just money. See, people don't understand. Like, you might meet a person whose budget is a little different, and now them spending money to you, yo spending money, and they spending money is a whole different spending money. But if someone else is under their budget and then they get to you, they acting like you broke. This is why now you get, oh, 80K is broke and 75K and all this stuff is broke. No, it's not. But people spend money in different ways. So I'm gonna give you a perfect example in a second. So you got these guys who spend. I remember asking, it was a rhetorical question, honestly. I'm like, yo, other than money, what is the benefit of dating a hustler? This girl gives me an answer. It was really money still, but the answer really shed light on her and just the guy, really. She says, well, I don't want to have to always cook. And my hustler boyfriend will just, if I call and just ask for some food, he'll bring me some and not say, well, it's food at the house, you need to cook. Well, that just shows you how much of a wife she isn't, number one. And then that's still spending money. But the ideology behind that is just, oh, if I call you, you'll just spend some money. But to the hustler guy, and it's instilled in the hustler mentality that it ain't shit, I got it, oh, it's nothing, oh, it's that. You know what I'm saying? So guys waste money. You know what I'm saying? Hustler guys, a lot of them waste money. And women like to be under the envelope of that. It's really wasting money. But they'll look at you as you broke if you don't waste money. We live in a society where people base money off spending it, not having it, spending it. If you tell somebody whatever amount of money it is, they're gonna say that ain't shit, and then they're gonna tell you about some bills that they or what they spend it on. $1,000. Oh, $1,000 ain't shit. That's my car payment and my risk and that. You know what I'm saying? You spending it. That ain't even my rent. You can't come short with your landlord 1,000 though. You know? But this is a lot of the reason why. And like, okay, let me give you an example. Let's stay with the simp uh thing. I know a guy, and this is not all that uncommon as people may think. I know a guy who has a child and pays the rent at his baby mama's house, and she got a dude. He lived with his chick, and they got a crib, and he pays the rent at her crib, and she got a dude. A lot of people would never do that. A lot of dudes who can afford to pay two rents and guys who could afford to pay two rents would never pay a dude rent, and you know that your baby mama got a boyfriend living there. You would never pay rent with dude living there. You would never do it. A lot of people would consider what I just said as a simp, right? But a lot of people don't have the same budget to where it ain't even really the same thing. You know what I mean? So like to you it's simping, but just like to you, you wouldn't get if you, the millionaire guys. It goes to levels like the guys that buy the Birkins and the guys that do the fly out and all that stuff. Within your budget, you wouldn't fly anybody out, but these guys would. And then you got to look at it like this: a lot of street guys, they don't really set trends; they just follow them well because they got the money to do it. So like all of the things that women look feel appealing, these guys are gonna have it. The chain, the watch, the newest jogging suits, the shoes. All women all love it. First thing I look at is the shoes. He's gonna have them all. It's hustler. You know what I'm saying? And men not dumb. Men know what women like and do that. Where do you think all these guys popped up out the blue with dreads? Because women start saying they like them. These guys didn't have these dreads for cultural reasons. You didn't do it for your ancestors, your roots, your history. You don't even know your damn history. You just know women. Yo, you I'm gonna get some bitch with these, and y'all gonna go for it. So and then so this is really what it is. So like we we can dismiss women's choices and just say, oh, you picked a Pookie, you picked a Ray Ray, but you have to really fully understand why they picked the Pookie and this Ray Ray. And like a lot of guys who aren't street guys, like think about it like this: a lot of guys who are street dudes, they weren't working and at their job. So a lot of times when you were at your job and working or in college or learning your trade or whatever it is that you do as just a guy who's never been in no trouble, never been in no nothing, these guys were involved with people and around. So they're getting not cultured, but cultured in a way, urban cultured. So this is where people say, "Oh, you got swag and cool." Nah, it's not really that. It's just that they were around a bunch of people to watch instead of focusing on themselves more. So, in a sense of a legal way, they were always around people. So, when you are always around people and people is your job, people may be your job legally, but illegally, street guy, people's your job. You hustling whatever. You're dealing with people. So you learn to become cool. A lot of people who are socially like, if you're a street dudes, a lot of these guys doing hand in hand transactions. They're meeting up, they're pulling people up with people. Oh yeah, I got it. They're talking to people. So a lot of people don't have these experience of talking to people. So this is why you're not cool. You know what I'm saying? It's just your natural. You all you did was go to school. You didn't have these experiences with people, so you're not even used to it. So that's why you're not cool. So they say, oh, women say I'm not cool. You know, the guy you the straight laced guy. Well, women say I'm not cool. You ain't dealt with people to be cool. It's not just some innate thing that just a street dude or they just automatically cool. No, it's some lame street dudes too. But people soak up personalities and learn how to deal with people. That's what makes these dudes so cool. That's where the swag comes from. And also, money can give you swag. If you got money to buy clothes, you're gonna dress nice. You know what I'm saying? If you got money to buy cologne, you're gonna smell nice. Women like cologne. So really, like money is a starter kit to get women for a lot of dudes. And this is what the hustler dude is. Not to mention, a lot of women like to spend money and they want it. So, and this is one of the most important things. This is an influence on the dating market financially like we never discussed this. All these women saying 100K, 100K, and then the responses that people give is always based on, oh, it's 15% of guys and this, that. It's actually more than that. You know what I'm saying? It's actually more than 15% of guys making 100K a year. And women are running into that guy and he's spending money. And then so they're going to get to the guy with the, like they said, oh, the guys with the jobs are boring, jail boring. But that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? Guys with these jobs are boring. No, guys with the jobs aren't going to waste. It's wasting. Their money is the same because they get it differently. So they spend it differently. They value it differently. You know what I'm saying? And this is really what it is. And a lot of people, like I said, I think a lot of people don't even they don't know enough about the streets to even touch this topic. You know what I'm saying? And so they just talk from what they know. But no, the street guy uh persona is prevalent in the dating market. It affects the way women think and they won't say it like that because this guy is the Pookie, this guy is the Ray Ray, this guy is the guy you really shouldn't be with, but they want to be with the dude. You know what I'm saying? So, and you have to understand why before you just dismiss a woman for dating this Pookie, dating this Ray Ray. It's almost like it's a setup because of how the world is. Fast money is gonna get fast attention. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately for women, they don't realize it. They're attracted to temporary things. Y'all are. You're a woman watching this. You're attracted to temporary qualities and you get temporary results, but then blame the men. But it's really you're attracted to temporary things. Dreads, a beard, you can cut, like you can get it cut and then it'll grow and then you can cut it. Dreads, you can cut them, grow them back a few years. Like these are temporary things. First thing you look at guys' shoes, like no, he could take them off. I'm barefoot right now. You don't even see it. Look, I'm waving my legs. You don't even see my shoes. It's temporary. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then also, let's do this. Let's go here. A lot of the hustle is talking. So you get with these guys who are talkers and they hustle you. And you're enamored by the jewelry and the he'll buy you this, that, and the third, especially if you weren't experiencing that before. You know what I'm saying? Who don't want someone to pay their bills or give them money or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's different for women. You know what I'm saying? But and I would never hate on hypergamy at all. But I, it's just a lot of people who need to understand they don't qualify for it. But that's a completely different conversation. We still in this. So this is what we have to understand about why women date street dudes. It's a it's almost like a lot of them are conditioned because our culture, black culture, champions the most idiotic shit in the world. We celebrate stupidity more than anyone else in the entire world. It's really like it's ridiculous what we do. Even the music, all of the things, like a lot of things in our culture is a celebration of negativity. So the dating market is a mirror of that. People make bad choices because we celebrate bad choices. We celebrate stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? And uh, the hood mentality is part of it. It takes you to become grown to understand that and know how stupid this shit is that we celebrate and call cool in the name of being cool. Slightly off topic, but it's really it all goes together. When we were in school, when you was in school, when everybody was in school right now, people frowned on and laughed at somebody if they wanted. What you want to be when you grow up? A police officer? You want to be the police? But now we wish we had more people that look like us that was the police, don't we? But we frown on that. You know what I'm saying? We frown on stuff like that. But when other people in other cultures, they was going to police academy, they was getting the degrees, going and being the police, and you see the results. It's negative. If you look up, and I don't know the statistics, but I would be willing to bet it if I had to. This would be the safe bet I would make that in the cities where there's majority black officers, there's the least amount of these crimes that we're talking about. I would look that up. I want to see it, but Detroit. I want to see DC. Maybe Atlanta. See their numbers in comparison to other states and places when it comes to police doing things to people. I would love to see that. I think it's less, but it would be more of us if we didn't champion stupidity our whole lives. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why it is. See, but like I said, this is not giving women a pass for picking the Pookies and the Ray Rays. It's just having a better understanding of why they do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a better understanding. And like I said, this is something that people don't talk about. It's like it's taboo on these shows. Like I watch a lot of content. Like none of the content creators that I watch ever really talk about women dating street dudes other than, oh, you picked a Pookie. That's just it. And these are some of the best content creators in the world. You know what I'm saying? And they don't touch the topic, but a lot of them can't touch the topic. They don't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we have to be better as a culture, and it's a lot of steps, and it comes with understanding. It's everybody arguing and uh, playing a blame game um, before you can hold someone accountable or tell them to hold themselves accountable. Sometimes you have to understand what you're even being accountable for. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even know. Like, yo, you telling people to be accountable, but they don't even know what for. Like, if you tell people you picked the wrong dudes, they'll be like, he, you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't even be able to comprehend that. A lot of women don't comprehend that. You know what I'm saying? And maybe they don't understand why he's the wrong dude or why they even picked him. I watch. I don't know why I follow this lady just for content sake. What is her name? Sansaray. And if you know her, then you know her situation. I'm not about to go in on her, but basically, she like like none other makes excuses for the choices that she made with who she picked as a person. And then like a lot of women don't understand their responsibility when it comes to picking men. Like everybody isn't the person to have a child with. And then you want the wrong person to be a father when they shouldn't have ever been one because they're not one. And then the results is them actively not being one for your child when they never were one before you even ever had him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a big thing. So, um, I think I really covered it all. I didn't have no notes, but this is an important topic and nobody really ever talks about it. They don't. But they should. The people the people that can should, and not just from a dismissing perspective on the topic. Like, oh, why are y'all doing this? No, 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 no. We know why y'all dating them. We know why you with the hustler. We know why you want to date the scammer dude over the 9 to 5 guy. We know why. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't. It makes no sense. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying this is not a justification of it. It's just not at all. It's just an explanation of it. You know what I'm saying? Um, because it's more than one way to skin a cat. Like, and people aren't gonna listen to it from the "oh, you dating a Pookie" or "you dating a Pookie" perspective. Uh, you're just not gonna get through to certain people certain ways. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's a lot of men that probably don't understand this, and now they do if they watch this whole live. Is you get a better understanding of it. So it's the live for today. I'm about to make some more content though, but yeah, that's it for today. Y'all be good. Like and subscribe.